What is the best way to get someone to stop talking to you without being rude? Put any random object to your ear and say, "Hello, oh it's for you," then hand them the thing. "Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take this." Pulls phone out of the pocket and bash yourself in the forehead till passed out. "You're going to have to leave because I'm going to have to pretend to take a phone call." "Hello." No, they won't take the hint. Literally run away. If you cannot get a word in, the best thing to do is drop something which typically leads the person to stop talking, giving you a break to say that you forgot that you needed to do something. Man, with people like that I usually just throw out a "man, that's wild," and turn away. Edit, it's always the comments you least expect. Man Reddit, you're wild. I start talking about my cats. I only have one cat, but I talk about all the cats I've had in my lifetime, and I'm in my late 50s, as if I still have them all. So, it sounds like I have about 10 cats. No matter what they say, I relate it back to a cat story. Oh, wow, that's like that time my polydactyl cat, and this is always a permanent remedy. In Caddyshack, Chevy Chase was being bored to death by somebody, looked at his wrist, he wasn't wearing a watch, said, "I've got a thing," and walked away. Another one from a movie was, "I just remembered something. You're boring and my legs work." Two top-notch escape strategies. In the UK you slap your thighs, announce "right," and stand up to leave. Edit, thank you for the gold. I have to return some videotapes, and leave immediately. Edit, no need for awards. The compliments were sufficient, Louis. I play the "oh shoot" game. Oh shoot, I totally forgot I told Sarah I would send her that spreadsheet. Or oh shoot, I forgot to pay my tab. Usually when you stop someone dead in their tracks to do something else, they tend to wait until they are re-engaged to start talking again. BRB. And never BB. Dad, I'm going out to get some milk. Just interrupt them and start talking about your thimble collection. This is no thimble. This is Turkish nipple armor. Sorry, can I stop you right there, and then walk away quickly? I love doing this. Sorry, but can I just stop you there? They're waiting for you to say something. But you don't. This is not a productive area of discussion, but in all seriousness, I used to have a coworker that would cut people telling him rumors off with, "Why are you telling me this?" And it seemed to work pretty well. Not sure how rude you'd consider it, but it stopped talebearers in their tracks. It's definitely rude, but it's a good rude. Some conventions shouldn't be pandered to. I think the person gossiping is more rude. I don't feel like asking someone "why are you telling me this?" is rude, especially if they are needlessly gossiping in the workplace. This doesn't sound like it's any more my business than it is yours. I start signing at them. I can read lips and hear some, but sometimes I'm lazy, especially if I don't have my hearing aids in, and just don't want to talk to them. Confession. My favorite people to do this to are delivery drivers or people who show up at my house randomly. They will come up to the door, which has a huge window, and start talking and I'll just start signing back. It makes them super uncomfortable and then they leave. Haha. The entire time I was reading this I thought signing said singing. I couldn't stop laughing. I did too. I started imagining OP singing "I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain, what a glorious day." Now I have that in my head with the tap dancing and all. Nice. I want to learn sign language just for this, even though I don't know any deaf people. I think it would be cool to just learn to sign a phrase, "I'm pretending I'm signing so you stop talking to me," then, whether they understand it or not, you win either way. Get a button that is always hooked up to your phone's Bluetooth system. Pressing the button makes your phone ring. Take the call and walk away. My trick at the office is just keep them talking while I walk. Then we miraculously end up in their office. Then I just turn around, walk back to my office. A masterclass in walk with me. My go-to, if we're talking in my office and I want to end the conversation, I get up from my desk and walk towards the door, where the person is usually standing. They instinctively step back and usually take the hint and leave after a short while. I share this tip with my coworkers all the time. This has two uses. Most of them love it and some use it themselves. Or people who can't take a hint know that when I get up and move to the door, it's time for them to give me some space. I tried this once. The third shift guy loves keeping me late to talk about why the sky's blue, and I just want to go the F home. He followed me all the way out to my car. I was once stuck with someone in my car after we'd arrived outside their house, and they wouldn't get out for like an hour and kept talking. If you don't know the person, act like you don't speak their language. While I was traveling in Leipzig as a college student, got approached by a weirdo who said something to me in German, so I shook my head and tried to leave. He then said in English that he wanted me to buy him alcohol, so I panicked and said solo hablo español, I only speak Spanish. It was a gamble but it worked, and he shrugged and walked away. Yo, I was once approached by a sketchy stranger in Paris. He started speaking in French, and I was like no French. So he started speaking in English, and I said no English. So he started speaking in Spanish, which I speak, and I was like WTF let me go, and proceeded to escape silently. Just say no human and then crab walk away. I was in Brussels and did the same. Everyone was crossing the street on a red so I did too. Of course there was a police officer waiting for me. Grabbed my arm and started to shout at me in French. I tried to look as stupid as I could so he switched to English. More red face, more yelling. I told him a joke in Hungarian and he let me go, saying stupid tourists. Little did he know I understood both. I just didn't want a fine. Lawful answer. Say you have a pressing prior engagement and end with, we'll have to catch up when I'm not so busy. Chaotic answer. Shit yourself. Moonwalk away awkwardly. And wave and say goodbye in a fading voice. Say, can I be excused from this conversation? That's may I your mother raised you better than this. Make a promise for a future conversation. I gotta finish up this but hey send me a link to that thing we were talking about. Or that's cool man. Hey I gotta get back to work. Let me know when you beat that level. I agree with this. The only downside to it is that you can end up leading somebody on and making them think you're actually more interested. Sometimes people will be like oh they want to be my friend, which might not be true and can create its own problems. True, but I don't think there's any nice way to say, I don't want to talk to you again, ever, never ever. Look them dead in the eye and say I'm sorry, I just shit myself. Really? Wait no, it was just the way it feels talking to you. Make out with them. The covered way. You can't talk while your mouth's busy. Tell him there's an Easter egg hunt going on, and you would both be more useful if you split up. Tries this in the middle of December. Piss on his shoes to assert dominance. Sorry must go, I think I left the cat on. Pick your nose actively. And wipe the boogers on their shirt. Make them not want to talk to you. Odd horrifying facts about yourself will do this. Depending on the situation, you're under no obligation to be polite. If it is a friend or family member okay, but people get killed and raped because they want to be polite. Someone starts to approach you at the gas pump, they're not worried about politeness. Just shout something that gets everyone's attention on them. People everywhere that are trying to take advantage of you are depending on your politeness for opportunities to push their will on you. If it's someone you have to socialize with, I say be honest but firm. Say with a sudden heavy accent, this is same as what this man say to me in the old country. I kill him after. But is no worry, I did my time. Minimally participate in the conversation. Give responses that reflect your lack of interest for the conversation. Don't add anything, give the shortest non-committal answers, assume the conversation is over once they stop talking, etc. If they are the kind of person who will talk to a blank wall, you'll need to be upfront and tell them their conversating is too draining for you. Too draining seems unnecessarily harsh unless they're being rude or gossiping or something. If the conversation has been polite but tedious, surely there's a less hurtful way to tell them you don't want to continue it. Talking to a blank wall is not polite. Forcing someone into a conversation who's clearly uninterested in talking is rude. Try and talk them into a pyramid scheme you're making money from. Staple some staples into your own hand whenever you want and just say, "Sorry, but can this wait? I gotta go to the hospital. This is why I always keep my trusty pocket stapler." Ask them to do something for you. They will find a way to end the conversation. Join a cult. If you are on the phone, start the conversation with "My battery is low, can't talk long," and then you can end the conversation whenever you want. Smart. Interaction menu. Block user. Confirm. My wife and I have been together 10 years, so as anyone who has been in a relationship that long knows, you pretty much have heard all their good stories by now. So we have a system that whenever the other party is retelling a story that we don't want to hear again, we can yell "repeat," and it ends there. No hard feelings, no questions asked. It works for us. That's adorable. Could I have a few minutes to think over what you said? Hey, I'm bored, let's play the quiet game. I like this. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily Reddit videos.